Hey guys, Ali here, how are you doing? Welcome back to another episode of A Layman's Insight, and obviously a continuation of Disco Elysium. In the last episode we had a very pleasant exchange with Titus for the first time in the game, I think. We even shook hands. I like to think that's progress. And he gave us some information that kind of relates to where Ruby, the 8th Hardy that we've been looking for the entire game almost, might be. Or at least, you know, little sprinkles to help me try and figure it out for myself anyway. I got a skill point here. So I'm going to upgrade Shivers maybe? Because, well, I was thinking, it says on the attribute, raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. I can't help but think that because I'm not actually tuned into the city as much as I possibly could be, I'm missing things. Like things that would be highlighted as interactable or possible for me or whatever. I could be completely wrong about that, of course, but I'm going to put it here anyway. Because I just think that makes sense. I seem to remember when I was wearing an item that gave me better, you know, being more tuned into the atmosphere and into the city itself. I had more dialogue options available to me, so I might have more like kind of navigation options available to me otherwise. We'll just see what happens. Let's see. Oh yeah, ask about Ruby in the village. Ask the fisher folk in the village, maybe their leader knows something. Okie dokie. So we're gonna pop over, I'll quick travel to the fishing village and talk to Isabel and the other lady whose name I've forgotten. Or maybe that was Isabel and the old lady's name I've forgotten. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll get ourselves out here. What am I trying to do here? So on a quick travel, so map, fisherman, here we go. And we'll just ask away about Ruby. See who knows.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Oh yeah. Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Okay.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Yeah.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
Okay. This isn't about the union. You don't have to worry about retaliation. Maybe, yeah, maybe she's scared of that.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Hold on. I said this isn't about the union. Okay. I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go.
Alright.
Now, was there something else?
I see, man. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
I did already look around my shack, but maybe there's something else there. The washerwoman is hiding something. Look around, maybe get into her shack somehow. Well, again, the shack is right here. I'm assuming this is her shack. I mean, I remember Titus saying that it gets rented out to different people on occasion. Oh, here we go.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Oh, that's a shivers thing there. Maybe I was good to level that up. Let's listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
What is that voice in my head? Let's see here. My new hangout where I could silently sit, drink, and die while looking at the waves roll in. Nah. My forward base for coastal port or the operation. It's free, that's good enough. I could live here. A possible resting spot for my fugitive. Looks like it's my new home. Wonder where the old one went. I'll go with 3. It's free, that's good enough. I could live here.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down on his luck nobody, trying to survive.
Thank you, Strange Sensation, for a fair assessment of the situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Well, that's a pro tip right there. Look under the... Oh. I didn't have this as an option before.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Okay, search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out.
A bullet. A 9mm bullet.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
A bullet. Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
I can imagine that little old lady pulling out a minigun on me. That's true.
Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
But where's the gun? You know, we have a bullet here, but there's no gun. Don't have a gun at all. Outside of... Wait, do I have mine? Do I even have my gun? I forgot. Here. Tools. Oh yeah, I do have a gun. I don't know if I want to equip it, but... Yeah, I have a gun. Let's ask her about the gun. Excuse me, old innocent-looking washing lady.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
as I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That means that when we arrived and we completely wrecked the bridge between the two areas at the beginning. Well, we kind of just missed her because we couldn't get here, I guess.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
Oh, it is different.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Okay, so you say that she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
What dogs?
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Humble brag there, humble brag. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye, do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
The world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Okay. Do you have any technical equipment with her? Sorry, did she have any technical equipment with her? Like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
You think she could be in that old military bunker? It's possible, right?
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
But that place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her.
Too
Better
much.
for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Wait, what? That's not north of here, is it? That's like west of here, I think. Okay, fine, we'll go. Thanks, Inland Empire ability.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air's getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
Okay.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Alright. The Feld Electrical Place. I'm sure that's west of here rather than north. It's like just up here, is it not? That's where I saw the Sunday friend. Oh, it's in here. Yeah. What was it? It said the mural or something, right? Ruby left the village and went up the coast. Explore the coast for signs. But then my inner voice said, look at the mural again. Take a closer look, he said. I'm assuming he means this mural?
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Continue.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
What? Fail what? Could Ruby be in here?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Oh, wow. Okay. Why do I feel like I know this place? We'll do this in a second. That's really good. Look at all the stuff I did. Find an empty trap. Heard Lena's true story. Reconstructed execution. Made that awful call. What awful call? I don't remember which awful call I made. I made a number of calls, and I don't think any of them were good, so just pick one. Confronted the pigs. Oh yeah, that's that lady. Established a nightclub. Discovered the anomaly. Death notification. Find the jacket. Okay. Why do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin, gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before, when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain.
When isn't it
The
raining?
feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Yeah, okay. Listen to the wind.
Even though you
Yeah.
are sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side.
Looking like a complete spanner.
Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village.
Me too.
Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least.
See, that was useful. See that, Kim? And you were wanting me not to do any of that.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
That is true.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter places where we can enter first. Where we can enter first, that's an emphasis there. So, where can't we... well, there's the bunker, we can't enter that. And if that fails, if we don't find her...
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Okay. Okay.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Nowhere. I'm still clueless.
An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Man, that guy's crazy. Right. I got another point here, so I'm going to assign it. Let's see here. Immense panache. Pick locks. Composure. Maybe I could learn another thing. Yeah, maybe. Let's see here. The 15th Indo tribe. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I've been focusing a lot on this. I think I should maybe focus a little bit more on this now. Hunches and gut feelings. It sounds like that's the kind of thing I'd need in this part of the game. Okay. Along the boardwalk, you say, through the reeds. Okay, let's go for a walk then. Let's go for a walk. Let me check the update here. Return to the felled mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. Okay, I'm going to consult the wind again. I just want to be sure that I'm getting my details right here.
The once bright mural. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
Wait, what? That sounds like a... What? Oh, what building is he talking about? Okay, what is happening?
She's down there.
Say, I think she's down there, below this building. This building? Okay, we're here already.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else, have we? We've looked everywhere else?
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Okay.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign, which is here. Yeah, I was wondering about that for a while when we came here last time and talked to that kid. I was looking at that going, Enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
You're only as young as you feel.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Look around and find something to break. Well, there's this. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a waste exhaust pipe. Honestly. I wouldn't be surprised to find some human poo falling out of that if I disturb it.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building?
A drainage pipe. Are we really going to climb in a... Oh boy.
A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe.
Okay.
The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Could we get into the fell building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
What? He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
What's in there?
A layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
Okay, what
As
else?
your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
Classic. And?
And nothing.
Oh.
Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Alright. Let's change my clothes. Clothes. I want to get stuff that gives me more physical instrument. Physical instrument. Perhaps without the negative. Let's see here. Endurance, interfacing. -2 to physical instrument there. Okay, is there anything here that nerfs my physical instrument? Not that I can see. Oops.
Behind the pipe.
42?
The maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
Okay. I could try it. Alright.
The metal
Yes!
doors are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But, together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
Yes, we shall. Holy crap, I can't believe I got that. Very cool. I'm going to put my other shirt back on, though. I feel a little bit scummy. I hear a radio. You hear that? I can hear a radio. Oh, that, what shirt was I wearing? I forgot. Was it this one? Was it this one? I feel like it could have been that one. Boost my logic. How's my tie do? Alright. Explore the passages below the Feld building. Alright, let's do some exploration here then. Oh. You should take out your flashlight. Okay. Flashlight. Tools. This overturned table is covered in yet orange mildew, crawling with something. Old file folders in the cart, documents silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. What's in the box here? Ooh. Intersolary suit jacket. +1 to suggestion. What does that do for my... Nah, I'll keep wearing my cop uniform here. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. I don't want to go through there yet. Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? Could be. Looks like people are digging in here. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Can I go through here? I can. Looks like a bed. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Okay. These pots and plates are full of dust and spiderwebs. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. Alright. The same slit window you saw from outside.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Seems a bit low, doesn't it?
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of.
Let's peek out.
Outside the window, desolation. Snow falls softly onto the coastal sand, where it melts almost instantly. On rooftops, it lingers.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Kim, I can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
Me
The
too.
lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
Alright, let's see what's
The
this.
mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly
Ah,
depicted,
Kras
gazes
Masov.
at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Let's brush off the dust.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand.
Ah.
Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Look, Kim, it's Comrade Masov.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
A long time ago. How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
He looks around.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's with all these secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately.
We
I
have.
guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could it be connected to the Masov bust we found in the students' room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Let's go. I'll check this out. Oh, nice. Kick-ass hat. Let's see what it gives for me. +1 to Masovian socioeconomics. Very cool. Right, before we explore the rest of this whole area, I think I'm going to end this episode here, and then we'll continue on in the next one to see what's actually in this area. And then we'll head into the basement as well. Thank you very much for watching this episode though. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you have, you can always hit that like button. And if you want to stick around for more later, whether it be this game or anything else I cover in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button before you go as well. For now though, take care, and I will catch you in the next video.